to map. Good luck!
All right, hello everyone. My name is frozenflygone. Just saw me hanging out on the couch with Sen, but now I'm up here ready to do a run of Celeste. It's a custom map called Into the Jungle. It's kind of vaguely Indiana Jones themed, so we got some fun animals and stuff hanging out. And I have my adventure buddy here on commentary. What's up, Carrie? How you doing?
Hi, hello. I'm excited to be going through the jungle with you. This is an adventure that neither one of us has experienced with each other yet.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun. First time I've gotten to show this on the GDQ channel. It's going to be a really, really fun time. I've previously run Glyph, which is another fantastic map. And I think we might be petting some cats. Let's get an update from our host on Madeline's name, Madeline's outfit, and where we are with that cat isle incentive.
Well, I'll start with that last one. We have met the Cat Isle bonus run. Yay! I was able to announce this on stream just a moment ago, but we did cross that $10,000 mark, so thank you everyone so much. For our Madeline name, we are going to be using the name Sanic, which is a capital S and then A-N-I-C.
All right, fantastic. If only I could turn Madeline's hair blue permanently.
That would be pretty exciting. And
Dashless.
for Madeline, and for Madeline outfit, I am incredibly excited to announce that Bunnelin is going to be our outfit for today's runs. Thank you, everyone.
All right, fantastic. So I'll leave variant mode off. Variant would just be if Madeline had won. When we get into the prologue, the very first thing I'm going to do is go in, turn off Catalin, because I think I was practicing with that, turn on Bunnelin, then we will get zoom in. But yeah, I think we're pretty much ready for the countdown. If you want to count me in, Carrie, and we can start chit-chatting during the prologue.
All right, sounds good. All right, you are going in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right. Yeah, I do have Catalin on, so here we go. Mod options. Turn on Bunnelin, turn off Catalin, and there are the ears. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes. This is awesome. Thanks again, everyone.
And really quick, let me, share my screen for these wonderful commentators. Hopefully they can see it now. Let's go.
Yes.
I remembered after the run started, but that's okay. Better than at the end of the run. Yeah, we got these cute little bunny ears. I know Char Bunny is very excited about this.
I am absolutely thrilled about this. This has absolutely made my year so far. This is great. Thanks, everyone.
So yeah, this is prologue, just like the normal prologue of Celeste. It is dashless. That's why you see me just bunny hopping, literally.
Bunny hopping.
Because it's faster than walking on the ground. So we're bunny hopping. And this prologue is really cool because one, it's the credits. And two, it kind of starts to teach some of the mechanics that we'll see throughout Into the Jungle. Like, we're going to come up on some vines. You can see the custom spinners are those little, orange plant things. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, this was a massive labor of love from so many people in the modding community. As you can see, there's just, so many names that are going across the screen, from testers to people who made custom stuff, spriters, decorators, visuals, coding, and so many things. This map was designed with accessibility in mind, to be welcome to beginners, like a solid introduction to what the modding community can do.
Yeah, it's like a comfortable beginner intermediate map in my opinion. So there we go. We are getting on into it. You kind of saw some vines and some of the custom spinners. So the vines are really interesting. They're kind of odd at first, I would say, but you get used to them. You just hold the grab button and it allows you to jump around and jump through them. And you also can see the custom death wipe. I died just to show you that. It's vines. Very cool.
The custom wipes are just that was one of the things that I saw and I was like, that is so neat and original. You don't see it too often.
Yeah, it's such a detail.
In custom maps.
And you can see just all the little animal friends. There's this little shortcut here. So each level kind of has its own vibe and it introduces new things. This is a very, this is kind of just intro. And we've got these little, they're not piranha plants. What are they?
Venus flytraps.
There we go. I was too much Mario on the brain. So yeah, these Venus flytraps that you can kind of jump off of. They kind of behave like pufferfish in a way. They're pretty interesting how they kind of come back after a little bit after you flatten them. And also the music is incredible. The music was written by the Gur. Absolutely, it's so groovin'. I love it.
The Gur is absolutely amazing at making so much music for custom maps. Pretty much a go-to in my opinion for if you need a song for your map.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the B-sides are also remixed by other musicians in the community, which is really, really cool. So yeah, this is Any %. There's 5 chapters. We're going to be doing just the A sides of the 5 chapters. Come back to me, Dash Crystal. Thank you. And the B-sides are definitely a step up in terms of difficulty. I really, really enjoy the A-sides though, and they're a very fun speed run. Shout out specifically to KO and Dom and Benjaminian all have done good runs, like really, really nice runs of this that I've taken strats from that have pushed this run to what it is right now.
Oh yeah, no, this run is extremely optimized at this point from a lot of the people who are interested in the modding communities and custom maps.
Yeah, it's so like there's no, go ahead.
Oh. I was gonna say, a thing that people might have been seeing that they might be a little bit confused in is you're getting a lot of speed off of like those moving platforms, more so than you would get if you were to just like stand on it. If you do like a hyper dash or a super dash, which is a dash out of a jump, you actually just get like a little bit of a multiplicative boost to your speed off of those platforms while they're moving. So a lot of these rooms you see Flygon just kind of zoom through, and it's through the use of that.
We're gonna do a little sequence break here. You can come up here, and there's a berry. If you screen transition, come back up and reset, you just skip that side room. It's like similar to the concept of Bubs Drop if you're familiar with vanilla speedruns. And let's really quick get a donation in here while we finish out this level before we head to the next one.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Bean, who says, and then in parentheses, meow. So I think that one might have been from an actual cat. Thank you so much, Bean, for that donation.
Sirius.
Oh, was that from Sirius, your cat?
Yeah, Bean is my husband, so I think that was from Sirius, my little cat.
Oh, that's precious.
We love Sirius.
Do we have time for another quick one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we have $250 from Anonymous that says trans rights exclamation point. Agree on that. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Agreed, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
If anyone is confused as to how Flygon was actually able to go up for that Bubs Drop-like strat, basically the game doesn't expect you to go back through that way, so there's no respawn point there. So by just re-entering the room, it's just like, well, then I'm going to put you here instead. And it just so happens that helps with progress.
Yep. And 341, super cozy. And we have these beautiful end screens. I clicked past it too fast. I won't do that next time, Spoopy. But really, really wonderful custom end screens. And also this custom mountain, which I think was made by BTD or some. It's a few initials. It's in the credits. But it's really, really cool custom mountain. And now we're in the Spoopy Thicket. Spoopy! This section is so heckin' fun. Like, these mushrooms are really responsive, very fun. And I really just like the vibe of this area.
This was my favorite level when I played this casually, for sure. The mushrooms were just so cute and just a really, really great mechanic. And
you have these fireflies details. Like, the aesthetics of this are just top tier. And the little spider webs, they're basically like reskinned bubbles, but they don't go automatically. You have to cause them to move.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I like them because casually you actually get a chance to sit there and go, what do I do next?
Yep. And there's a few instances where there's walls that we can wall bounce off of and kind of skip doing things. It's very, very common in this level. Thank you for all those corners, map developers. They are my friend. But yeah, and so
you're gonna see, you're gonna see going forward that there's gonna be, you see all these spikes that are around. Frozen is gonna have some moments where they seem to go through spikes from underneath. Celeste is interesting. If you go in the same direction as spikes, they can't hurt you. So if you are going, since those spikes like on those platforms are pointing up, if you go through the platform from the bottom, you can't die.
Yep. Very, very useful in many situations. It's actually kind of required in parts of the base game, especially 2B with the dream blocks. They'll have spikes on the dream block that you go out of, but you can't go back in. So definitely an intended mechanic.
And that room was quite the example too of that being the case. You just press up and dash.
Yep, it's awesome. We could probably get a quick donation in before we get to the second half of this level where there's a new mechanic.
Awesome. I'm actually going to quickly steal some time to let everyone know that we have opened a bunch of new incentives.
Let's go.
I know, right? I'm so excited about this. For Fire Emblem 3 Houses coming up a couple runs from now, we already have a very close bid war right now between Verdant Wind Golden Deer at $500 and Azure Moon Blue Lions at $480. So that's ongoing. But there's also a new incentive for showing the reunion cutscene that is at $10,000. So we're going to need a lot of help to get us there, but I think we can make it happen. We've also opened a number of incentives for Cadence of Hyrule coming up even later tonight. We have an outfit choice, a seat selection, and a soundtrack choice. So make sure to check those out if you're a fan of Cadence of Hyrule.
Absolutely. First of all, Fear the Deer. My boy Claude deserves to be on the screen some more. I love him. But also get your donations in for that reunion cutscene so we can all cry when they come back from the monastery.
I love crying.
Me too. You want to talk about crying because we're gonna die to the spider probably?
I'm gonna cry because there's a spider on screen.
Yep. So how's the spider work, Carrie?
So the spider is kind of on a timer. So you're gonna see these spiders fly from the top, and they're gonna kind of follow Frozen as she goes through the screen, and they're gonna drop at approximately, I think it's about every 3 seconds.
Sounds about right.
So as long as Frozen kind of consistently moves through the screen, she's never really in danger of getting hit. But if the spider falls where Madeline is, you will die.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not fun, and it is terrifying because a lot of these rooms are very vertical. So if you're going horizontally, it's very easy to just kind of get through a room really quickly, and the spiders aren't a problem. But if rooms like those where you're going vertical, see, and you explode.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest rooms in the map for me, especially because oh no, here you have to like wait.
Lots of spikes, lots of cycles. But yeah, in vertical rooms, it's obviously a lot harder because there's less space for you to go left to right to avoid those spiders. But Frozen does a very good job at avoiding many of them.
A really, really good time for me in that level is sub 4. So a 404 with like 2 deaths on that last room is really, really nice. That was great. And look at this end screen with the little spiders. These ones are cute.
Yeah, Spoopy Soup did a lot of really, really great designs for the chapter complete screens. It was really adorable. I loved it.
Me too. Now we're heading into I would say the hardest level of the run. The levels 3 and 5 are really tough. So we've got, gonna reset the screen. There are a lot of new mechanics in this section. Not a lot of new enemies. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one slow. That's fine. Getting that extension is really tight. So we have these moving gray platforms. So the gray platforms are inherent to Vanilla Celeste, but in these ones, they'll go away and move, which is actually really, really nifty. I like this mechanic a lot.
It was a really interesting play on what you would never think could get like coded differently.
Yep.
Like a crumble block. Like you think about a reskin, but you don't really think about it getting recoded in such a way. And it was really unique.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the music in this level is a banger. This is a lot longer than the first 2 levels and a lot more difficult. And we got these lizards.
Yeah.
We got Sammys. Hi, Sammy. You're mean.
So unlike the green lizards that were in chapter 1, these brown lizards, these Sammys, they can hurt you. They can actually cause damage. And they are on these little vines that operate the same as like the ropes that you saw in chapter 1. So a lot of this is going to be cycle based, making Frozen's going to try to get a very specific cycle on many screens, and if not, there will be death cycles. The Sammys will be in different spots, and
yeah,
you take
the
advantage of that where you
hitboxes
can.
on the Sammys are really large. It's definitely something that makes this a challenging screen. And also we got these burbs. This is Hank. Say hi to Hank, everyone.
Hi, Hank.
Hank is really cute. The interesting thing about this, which was not very intuitive at first, but now I actually like it, is you jump to let go of the bird. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, the birds are very, very interesting mechanics. You can jump to get dropped by the bird, or you can dash from the bird if you have a dash intact. Very unlike anything I had seen in custom maps prior to this coming out.
Now that I've speedrun it a lot, the vines and the birds are very, very natural to me, but it was absolutely a challenge when I started to learn this. It's very un-vanilla-like. It's very chocolate, you could say.
Yeah, it was like a very chocolate mechanic, but one of the things that I really love about the modding community is the ability to make stuff like this. And so when I play a map like this, it feels like a brand new challenge, and it's kind of becomes like playing Celeste again for the first time.
I
And
absolutely
Celeste
agree.
is my favorite game of all time. So
Yeah.
like anything that like that is not a problem for me.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And we basically just have some more difficult rooms with a lot of the same mechanics. So it's a great time for probably 2 or 3 donations.
You've got it. We have $15 from Jade Turtle, who says, "Good luck with the jungle, Frozen. Also, cats. Cats on an island? Yes. Cats on an island indeed."
That's on an island.
Comet donates $10 and says, "Jungle cat, yeah, woo."
Hi, Comet.
Hi, Comet.
Thank you for that. We also have $25 from Kate Latte, who says, "Let's go, Frozen. Thank you for being such a lovely human, and I hope the jungle goes well."
Thank you all so much. Jade is the creator of Cat Isle, which is going to be so much fun to showcase. And Comet is one of my mods. And Kate is a wonderful human in the Celeste community. So thank you all so much.
I promise you, whatever you think Cat Isle looks like, if you've never seen it, you're still gonna be in for a treat.
You're not ready. You're not ready. I'm
You're
so
just not
happy we made
prepared.
that incentive. And we're going to have Bunny petting cats, which is just maximum cuteness. Oh, probably have time actually for like 2 more.
I cannot convey in words how thrilled I am about this. Sorry.
You're good. Let's
Don't
do a
apologize
couple
for being
more.
excited about cats. It's completely
cats,
normal.
Sorry, more donations.
Yeah.
I've got you. We have $25 from Kylaria, who says, "Good luck on the runs, Frozen Flygon." And we have $25 from Deadfin314, who says, "Celeste, let's go."
Thank you both so
Let's
much.
go indeed.
Ooh, I got that. Okay, I got that and then I dashed too early. I'll try it one more time. There's a lot of really tight strats in this. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this one slow, but there's a lot of really aggressive strats in this level. And for a marathon setting, I've been taking them a little bit safe because it's really easy to get in a huge death loop in this stage.
Absolutely. Even casually that happened.
Yep.
Small fun thing about Celeste that you probably never really realized if you played Celeste casually, but those crumble blocks, if you jump on top of them and then jump off, they instantly disappear. But if you did what Frozen did there for a brief moment and grabbed the side to then climb on top, the crumble blocks actually take a bit longer to break, and we can use that to our advantage.
Yep.
To do things like what she did, which was like wave dash, try to get to the other side of the screen. So very small details that you don't think about that happen in Celeste speedrunning.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things that go in to like learning the strats and optimizing these kinds of things. It's really fun. All right. And yeah, so
I see a temple in the background.
Oh yeah, that's something else I definitely wanted to talk about is like this. I've never seen this before, is that this mod has dynamic backgrounds. And so you can see, if you notice, the temple gets closer and closer every checkpoint, which is like so cool.
Yeah, that was really neat when I saw it the first time. I was like, wait a second, I'm not just seeing that, right?
Yeah, it just gets closer and closer as you go. It's just really amazing. That's probably my favorite part of this is just you open this up and you're just like, wow, this is Celeste? This is amazing. All
Something
right.
Frozen's doing very, very casually that you might not be catching. Skipping a lot of birds.
Yep.
There are some birds that are just not really necessary to complete a room for speedrunning or would be slow. As you can see how fast the birds are flying, but you could just as easily go just as fast to get to the end of a room, provided that the terrain is good for Madeline to stand on.
Exactly.
Are you checking on whether or not the birds are laden or unladen, though? I hear that has an impact on bird velocity.
I don't actually know that, but that's
I was
good.
not prepared for that at all.
Oh man, all I know about that bird is its name is Frank and they're slow. That's all that matters. All
Frozen,
right.
did you just stand on spikes?
I did just stand on spikes. Spinner hitboxes are funny, and we don't have to do that screen correctly at all. All right, 643, that's good. I'm happy with that. Anything
And
under
we are
7
now-
is so good.
We are now entering the temple. That was really cool design to have a lot of platforms there so you could look like you're climbing up the steps into the temple.
Yeah, and this is my favorite level now to speedrun. It is a puzzle level, and you might be like, if you know me, you're like, wait, you don't like puzzles. And this level was an exception. I actually think that the puzzles in this are really fun, and they could have gone all in on making it really spooky, but you can tell with the music, it's it's like a comedy. It's really fun.
Does this remind anyone else of Luigi's Mansion music? I feel like it's got the exact same vibe.
Yes, that's a good analogy.
Both of our communities had a joy with this music. Like, it was just, it's
so good.
The silliest music, but it also just completely works.
So something I didn't realize until later, but now makes sense, is that we've got the green bubbles and the green bubbles and the red bubbles in the vanilla game. We've got the green platforms and the red platforms. So the green platforms only go as far as their block is, and the red platforms go basically as far across until they hit something. So that, if you're familiar with, Vanilla Celeste, that can kind of help you understand what these puzzles are all about, because it's like, okay, the red one's gonna go all the way across the screen. And those squares that I'm running into are basically refills. You can tell if the blocks are active because they'll be lit up. And then once they're not lit up anymore, you have to get one of those blocks to activate them. And it's just a really cool puzzle. It's really fun. This level's great.
Oh yeah. And there's so much extra content in this map because there's like berries in every chapter. So like the ones that Frozen's interacting with are just the ones that need to be done for any percent. But there's actually like more puzzles in order to get like parts and cassettes and berries, and it's just really neat.
It is. It's very, very neat. And there's a lot of skips I'm doing too, which is fun.
I also never made that connection for green and red until just now, so you have blown my mind.
Yay! I'm glad. Don't worry, I didn't know that when I was playing it casually. I kind of just like, I knew what was going on, but I didn't know why. And now that I know why, it makes a lot more sense. All right, so now we've kind of gotten into this hub section of the game. So there's these different orange keys that I need to open up, and then they all have little mini puzzles in them. And this section's really, really fun to run. So I've unlocked this, and now there's all these mini puzzles, and I've kind of memorized the solution at this point. So I gotta circle back counterclockwise around the hub. And I'm using the platforms to help me.
This reminds me a lot of like the hub room in like Farewell, where you would have to get a bunch of keys in order to progress. Like there's no real, unlike there's no real way to skip anything. You have to interact with all of these puzzles. But the great thing is, because you're disconnected from the puzzle itself, as you said, you just have to kind of memorize almost like a dash code. You just have to memorize dash inputs.
That's a good
And you're
analogy.
just done. You walk in, you go boop, 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 and you're just done.
Once it starts moving, reset. So it goes faster. And then this next section is like my favorite in the whole entire thing. Let's get a quick donation or something before this begins.
Of course, I do also want to say we have crossed over $110,000 raised for Malaha Fund this event. So thank you again so much to everyone for your generosity. I'll shout out Sophie Bits, who donated $250 and said, "Good luck, Frozen Flygon. Looking forward to Madeline go zoomy in these heckin' cool maps." Thank you so much, Sophie Bits.
Thank you so much, Sophie. I wanted to wait because this moment is really cool. Here we go.
Yeah, so if you've ever seen Indiana Jones, this is going to look a little bit familiar. There's just a big old wheel, a big old ball following us, trying to squeeze us.
Yep. This part's so
Frozen
cool.
is going to be escaping.
Not only is there the really cool puzzle part, we have this like amazing escape sequence. And it's just, this is my favorite part of the game and the run.
It was so neat when I first saw this. I was just like, you're kidding me. You made this?
Yeah, it's so fun.
It utilizes like a lot of the things, like you have the vines, you have these crumble blocks. You also have to remember how the green and red blocks work during it. Like right there, you have to dash up in order to get access to another, or down to get access to
if you go down,
dash refresh.
Oh my gosh, can I get my extension, please? You can go up here, and there's a secret.
Secret tunnel!
Yes. Oh, no, Madeline!
Oh.
That's okay. Please, can we?
But yeah.
All right.
You got
the tunnel's
it. So
not being
anytime
nice.
Frozen mentions an extension, what that is there's two types of, for simplicity, we'll just say there's two types of dashes. There's a super dash and a hyper dash. A super dash is when you do a jump out of a dash, and a hyper is when you do like a downright dash, jump from a downright dash. But you can actually extend the dash a little bit and then jump later. And in that time that you took to then jump, you get your dash refilled, so you actually get a little bit more distance. So anytime Frozen mentions an extension, it means she's trying to get a little bit more distance off of turning 1 dash into 2 dashes.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was just jumping too early. So now Madeline there's a cutscene that happens, but Madeline just falls through the end of the temple. That escape sequence is like really, really heckin' fun. And the next part of this is something that like shocked me when I played this for the first time. It is absolutely unreal. But here we head into the depths, and it's this like falling section.
Yeah, like it's like 0 gravity and you have to go up, but you're falling. It's like wind, and it's like, this blew my mind.
Yeah, it is like such a moment that I will not forget playing this for the first time. Unfortunately, it's really heckin' annoying in the speedrun, I'm not gonna lie. The camera can be pretty wonky, and you see the blocks that are red, those are checkpoints. So basically, I'm just trying to get to the next checkpoint as much as possible, because sometimes the camera will just own Madeline. You can't really do anything about it.
While we're getting to those checkpoints, is it a good time for a few more donations?
It absolutely is.
Awesome! Non-binary code donates $13 and says, jungles and bunnies and cats. Oh my! Jungles and bunnies and cats, fro fly! Bunnies and kitties, trans rights, oh my.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for that one. We also have $25 from Talent, who says, into the jungle for the win. Good to see more custom maps showcased on GDQ.
Thank you so much.
And we have...
Keep going. We got a few more.
There's so many good ones. We have $25 from Lizzie Berry, who says, I'm a simple woman. Scent tells me prizes can be won, and I donate, putting this towards all the cats on Cat Isle. And we are going to get to see those cats, and $25 is the perfect amount to donate if you want a chance to win any of our 3 Celeste prizes that are open right now. There are also a lot more prizes, so make sure to check those out on the website if you're interested to see what those are.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, there are some fantastic prizes. I am only a little biased, but seriously, they're amazing. And so, yeah, that was like the falling section. Really incredible. I only died a few times. That was pretty okay. It's really, really difficult to optimize. You basically have to memorize your route through it and be really cognizant of your dashes and stamina. And now we head into like this very calm section. It's really dark in here. We're trying to kind of climb back to the surface. I really like the aesthetics of this level. And we're gonna see a few new mechanics here in a little bit. But basically, we have these vines, and up until like a week before this event, I didn't realize that the vines were just reskinned ice walls. I'm gonna be honest. They felt different. They felt less annoying than ice walls. So good job.
Yeah.
Good job tricking me, ITJ team, because I did not know.
Yeah, so these are just reskinned ice walls, so you cannot grab them. So anything on the wall that looks like it's covered in vines, you cannot grab, but there's spots that anything that isn't, you can. Frozen's gonna be doing a lot of these wall bounces where you get like an upwards jump off of a wall, or doing some neutral dashing, some directionless jumps basically, to get up those walls as fast as possible.
The return of our little chompy friends, and we're gonna get our first look at a new mechanic, the lantern. So I'm gonna go here and cause the lantern trigger to happen and skip taking it all the way back, because when you're holding a lantern, there's a few things that happen. Vines go away, the spinners like this go away, and that's the main, and also the snakes go away. But you cannot dash when you're holding the lantern. So we basically want to hold the lantern when we have to and drop it when we don't have to use it, because it makes everything slow. I'm gonna try and get this demo. All right, sweet.
Nice demo.
Want to explain kind of what the TLDR of what demoing is?
Yeah, so it was found pretty early on in Celeste, but a demo dash is a crouch dash. Madeline both is dashed and crouched, and when Madeline is crouched, she has a smaller hitbox. So you are able to get through a lot of really small holes and unintended places that the map may not have thought to have you be accessible in so early. So yeah, it's essentially a crouch dash, and with the latest and potentially final patch, the 1.4 patch, nice diag demo by the way.
Yes, that was a diagonal demo. I was like, this is perfect.
You can not only demo dash left and right, but up left and up right, and up. So the devs actually they already were very behind the idea of the crouch dash. They never tried to patch it out. And in 1.4, they actually just made it accessible completely from the keyboard or controller menu.
Yeah, really,
so
really
you
nice.
You can just do that.
Makes a lot of things easier. Yeah, so we're just like chilling with some lanterns, hanging out. This section's mostly just like more lantern puzzles and stuff. So down to read a handful of donations or talk about any hosty stuff. Char, go ahead.
Oh, hosty stuff? That's my favorite stuff after bunnies. We do have donations. We do have some donations coming in. We have $25 from Flora, who says, "Hi, frozenflygone. Just wanted to say best of luck with the jungle maps. You got this." And we have $25 from Kyverson, who just says, "Hearts." Thank you so much for that. And we have $25 from Daverboy, who says, "Anonymous." I don't quite think that's the right box for that, but I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. We do also have some donations without comments, but shout outs to Lat Mackie for donating $20 and for Ryan for donating $125. All of these are going to support Malala Fund. That's a great cause. We really appreciate all of the generosity and support we've seen this entire week. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Those are just some amazing donations from some amazing people. This is one of my favorite rooms.
A nice little musical motif there.
Yep.
Little key change. We are getting triumphant up in here.
We are, and that wall bounce is really, really fun. And we're getting into my favorite trick of the run. We like to call this one the Bergie bounce. So we dash down here, we do a wall bounce, and we get this dash crystal and completely skip the entire puzzle of the room. Shout outs to Bergie. Can we please get some Bergie in the chat? Please. I know we can't see it, but we'll see him in our hearts, okay?
Chat, trust me when you say you have to say Bergie. Like, do not disappoint us.
If you don't know what Bergie is, you're required to follow me or Carrie or literally any Celeste streamer and type Bergie in their chat, and you will see Bergie. And this is kind of like the conclusion of the run. It was really fast.
It's a really cool thing that they do here. Very similar to what you see in a lot of the core levels, 8B and 8C and Vanilla Celeste. Where the mechanics of every level prior are your way out.
Yeah.
So you see the mushrooms, you see the spider webs, you see so many things, and that's your way out. And I always thought that was just really cool of the team to do something of that nature. Feels like, again, like playing Celeste all over again.
I love it. It's very fun. It's a great recap of everything. This like ending section just feels so good, thanks to the lighting change and the key change and the mechanics. And yeah, this is getting to the end, and if you play Celeste or you're familiar with Celeste, you might kind of recognize the terrain of this area.
Yeah, this is the Awake section from Old Site Chapter 2, just reskinned for Into the Jungle. There's some slight differences with
like spikes like that.
And spikes like that. In Awake, there's not many places you can die. Some people in the Celeste community have actually attempted to do a tool-assisted speedrun.
Oh, sorry, and that's
this section.
time.
That's time. They tried to do it RTA. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
GG.
And there we go. I'm exhausted. Me too, Maddie. So yeah, happy with that. Under 30 IGT is really fantastic for a marathon run and for setting up bundling and hanging out and chatting. So yeah, that was awesome. So I guess let me just go back to the overworld so we can hear some of that chillin' jamming music. But yeah, that was Into the Jungle. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have never played a custom map before, this is one you could definitely start with if you've beaten the base game and you really like Celeste. And playing mods is really, really easy. Just look up Olympus Celeste and it'll pop up and you could download some really amazing mods. Absolutely.
Yeah, there is a boom to Celeste modding lately. There's a lot of really talented people in the community making some really great stuff. There's a lot of hidden gems in there. Frozen and I are both, we love to play a lot of custom stuff.
Yeah.
Frozen is the more speedrunner of the custom stuff, but we both love to dabble in custom maps, and I really can't recommend it enough. Like, we say play Celeste, and this is a big reason why, because not only is it just like a great game, but the modding community is welcomed by the devs, completely free, and just there's a wealth, an absolute breadth of stuff to your liking there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did get a message from the makers of Into the Jungle, and they said that C-sides are coming soon, TM, which is really exciting. There are currently A and B sides, and the C-sides have a lot of the mapping done by Monica, who made Monica's D-sides, which are one of the most popular series of mods in Celeste. So, if you haven't played Into the Jungle yet, this is a good opportunity for you to play it, so you'll be ready for the C-sides that are going to be coming out soon. And I hope all the ITJ devs enjoyed this run as well.
I'm eyes emojiing
I am
seasides made by
eyes
Monica.
emojiing. So how about we do like a donation or two, and then we'll hit up that cat aisle instead of?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to start and switch us over there, I know people are very
Bam.
excited for that one.
Celeste switching is very easy. We're there.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, then I'll read a couple anyway, so you have a few moments to catch your breath. We had $25 from Callie, who says, Secret Tunnel, congrats on completing the Madalena Jones sequence, Flygon.
Thank you.
And we have $25 from Happy Bear, who says, you're almost done, Frozen. Keep your chin up. Literally, or else your head might fall over from all of the bows.
Thank you so much. All right, so Cat Isle, you donated to see it. It is as wonderful as you're expecting. It is literally one of the most joyous things I've ever done playing Celeste. And you're gonna see why really, obviously, this was made by Jade Turtle, a amazing person in the Celeste community and a fantastic mapper. And you know, let's just get into it, and you'll see why it's awesome. You wanna count me in, Carrie?
Absolutely. All right, you are going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, the music is just already so good.
I love it.
So, Mr. Ashir gives us the rundown. We gotta pet 12 cats as fast as possible. Go, go, go. Meow! The little Meryl gets me every time.
I swear, I like fell out of my chair and cried the first time I heard the cat
I know,
meow.
it's so good.
I was deceased.
Oh, it's so good. So we basically have like the towels, chests, and books from Resort, and that's a big part of the routing in here. Hello, friend. We also have these comfy spots. Why are the comfy spots relevant?
The comfy spots are relevant. In many of the comfy spots here, there is a key switch, and the key switch will help us unlock some spots that will eventually lead to more cats.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you are actually going in all the comfy spots, which is a thing that the Celeste community really loves. We love comfy spots.
Yeah, comfy spots is like a big meme, and so for them to actually be useful is really funny. I forgot to do there's a way to set your position here and then death warp, but I forgot, so did not reset there. And it's really nice that like it lights up every time you pet a cat, which is really cool. And if you skip the petting cutscene, it doesn't count, because why would you do that, you monster?
Yeah, why would you ever stop petting a cat early? Like, how could you? You should be ashamed.
How could you do that? So we need to grab this key because that's going to unlock one of our cats later. Hi, Granny. I'm just going to come in your comfy spot and leave. See you later.
Took a key switch. I hope you really don't mind. Hi, Theo, by the way.
Hi, Theo. How's it going? Hello, Theo's cat. Oh, let's not. Oops.
Don't do that.
Menuing moment. Did you know menuing is the hardest part of Celeste speedrunning?
This is true.
All right, we did that cat. We're going in here. We're going to get we're going to get, I think Books is in here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's very easy to get stuck in here. Also, I'm going to say hello to Tardigrade.
Tardigrade
hi.
friend. Hi.
I thought you were a cat. I was trying to take a nap. Could you please put those boxes back on top of me? I don't think the button works like that. Goodbye, Tardigrade.
Goodbye, Tardigrade.
And
that interaction is so precious. I've never seen that one before.
It's really good. There's a lot of amazing dialogue that I wish we could say, but like, if we were gonna talk to the skeleton, we would be here another like 20 minutes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna have to play this for yourself and talk to the skeleton.
Please play this game. There's only one place in this map that you can die, and it's pretty much
It's
where
right
Frozen
here.
is right now.
That's
it's
it.
right there.
That's the only
That's
place
the only
you can
way
die.
you can die in that map.
Yeah. All right, and then we have a very important Easter egg that we're gonna go see. Hello, trans rights. Let's
Trans
go.
rights.
Woo!
Trans rights.
Heck yeah. And then we basically go to the end of the map. Gonna get this kitty on the way back. We're gonna get the key. We've gotten all the comfy spots, so we'll get the comfy spot kitty. We'll also get the tent kitty. Here's the comfy spot cat. Hello. It is very comfy.
Hello.
It's got a little chair.
Have we named these cats yet as a community?
No, but I think we're required to. I think we should. This is the skeleton that we cannot start the cutscene because it will take 5 minutes. Here's the tent kitty.
It is the best piece of dialogue
It is
in the history of Celeste.
It's amazing.
But yeah, we would go overestimate by so much.
All right, so we pet that cat, and I think that's the last one. We'll see. We'll get back and see if I missed any, but I'm pretty positive that's the last one. There's also berries in here that you can get. There's like little racing challenges that are really fun. Very, 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 very good.
Sorry, you're positive it's the last one?
I am positive. Miss Madeline, you did it.
You did it. Shout outs to Oshiro's car, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna steal a heart from Mr. Oshiro's car and time. Catalan.
GG.
No, this is Butterlin
GG.
game. Don't you know?
Yeah, no, that wasn't the skin mod. No.
The wrong one.
You messed it up.
Come on, Jade, get it together. And there's this very cute end screen with the little kitties. And it looks very similar to my Flygon Serious emote that I swapped in just for this run. So I'm really excited to go back and look at chat because I hope there are a lot of them. But yeah, that was Cat Isle. I hope everyone really enjoyed that. It is a map that just brings me so much joy to share with people. And like, I see people watch it and they're just like, oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. And that's just like the epitome of what this is. And this marathon makes me so happy. And Carrie makes me so happy. So it all works out.
You make me so happy.
It all works out.
I thought we were going to get through this without getting sappy with each other.
No.
And nope.
I gotta save it for the cats. Then we were all happy with that. So this is my last run in the marathon. You're gonna see me later today for some chaotic prize segments, I'm sure. But shout outs to the games committee for challenging me and believing in me for these runs throughout the event. They were all really different and brought me a different number of joy. And shout outs to the people in the studio and especially Air Angel, who has been by my side throughout all of this. You all are amazing, and this event is amazing. So yeah, that's everything from me. If you want to see me play more Celeste, I stream Celeste and Mario at twitch.tv/frozenflygone, and I'd love to see you there. And yeah, I just noticed that my screen name says Frosty Flygon on this monitor next to me. I love you all. All right, that's all from me. Go ahead, Carrie.
Thank you to tech crew, everyone behind the scenes at this event. It's been an absolute joy to commentate so many runs and to be here and help out with this amazing cause. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I also speedrun Celeste. Feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/carrarium. I do a lot of Celeste speedrunning myself as well. You are by no means required. I'm not going to force you to.
I am. I'm going to force you, actually. So
no,
please do it.
No, trying to be humble here. Shout outs to Frozen, best friend I've made through this entire thing through Twitch, and this is what our like 4th or 5th time doing commentary with each other. And it never ever gets old. So yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you to Frost Fatales for having me, and let's kick some butt for the rest of the marathon. Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. Can we please get one more very enormous round of, let's go with cats instead of applause this time. One more flood of cat emotes for Frozen or Frosty Flygon, as she is apparently now known, and Carrie for a fantastic run of both Into the Jungle and Cat Isle. And there was so much excitement and support for these cats in here. I have $5 from Dividus, who says, cats, more cats. Always more cats. Agree, always more cats. We also have $25 from Sam the Person, who says, pet those cats. We pet so many cats. Chat, I hope you are very happy with all of the cats that got very, very good pets during that run. We also have $25 from Ramira Codex, who says, cat aisle, cat aisle, cat aisle. So much support for that. And we have $25 from Chuckles W73, who says, Bergie! I hope someone found those Bergie emotes to share with chat. Shout outs to the upcoming Kirby game. I think the demo's out for that now. Been seeing so much Kirby on my timeline, and it's fantastic. We also have $27 from GlitchCat7, who says, Sevens, cats, and awesome custom maps have summoned this donation. Big shout outs to Frozen Flygon and the Celeste modding community. Thank you so much for your support. And I want to check in. All of the support helps raise money for Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working for a world where all girls can learn and lead. Malala Fund advocates for resources and policy changes needed to give all girls a secondary education, invests in local education leaders, and amplifies the voices of girls fighting for change. Learn more at malala.org. That's MALALA.org. We also have $25 from Anonymous, no comment, but thank you. And reminder, that does get you into all of the Celeste prizes that are open right now. So if you want to be eligible for those, $25 is your number. For now, though, it's time for the 3 S's: stretching, snacking, and sticking around, because we're heading to a break, but there's plenty more to come after that. See you on the other side. Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Frost Patel's 2022 benefiting Malala Fund. My name is Charbunny, hosting for our next upcoming run, Super Mario Odyssey. If you have not watched a Mario Odyssey speedrun before, you are in for a treat. If you have watched a Mario Odyssey speedrun, you know you want to stick around. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. While we're getting that set up, I'd love to read some more of these wonderful donations that have been coming in support, again, of Malala Fund. We have $150 from Melanie, who says, happened to tune in just as Celeste was starting. Always glad to see Frozen or Carrie, so all the better, both. Planning to check out this map later, so good job with the showcase aspect too. That was a fantastic run for the two of them, so thank you so much for your donation, and thank you to our runners for all of these fantastic games they are showcasing as part of this event. We also have $25 from Leon and Earl, who say, thanks to all the staff, hosts, runners, and commentators who make events like this possible. Gotta see that cutscene. Let's go, Twitch chat. And they are talking about one of our open incentives. If we get $10,000 towards this incentive, we will get to see the reunion cutscene in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the run right after Mario Odyssey, so not a ton of time to help us make that happen, but everyone watching, I believe in you, we can make it work. That game has a lot of tragedy in it from what I remember the last time I saw it, so having something nice, something cathartic, a reunion in the middle, sounds like a wonderful cause. And also for Fire Emblem Three Houses, we have a bid war open to determine what category we will be running. Our choices are going to be between Verdant Wind / Golden Deer and Azure Moon / Blue Lions. And this bid war has been open for a while, and it is toasty. The lead has been changing back and forth all day long, so make sure you're keeping an eye on that one if you'd like to influence that outcome. Right now, Azure Moon / Blue Lions is in the lead with $690, closely followed by Verdant Wind / Golden Deer at $650. So if you want to help us choose that category, please make sure you get your donations in now. Coming up even later today is going to be Cadence of Hyrule, a very exciting cross between Musical Adventures and Legend of Zelda. For that one, we have an outfit choice, a seed selection, and a soundtrack choice available. For outfit choices, we have blue, default, and red. Blue is currently in the lead, but plenty of time to catch either default or red up if you'd like to influence that outcome. For soundtrack choice, your options are going to be Chipzel, A_Rival, Danny B, or Family Jewels. That's also a pretty close race, so please feel free to put your donations there. For seed selection, we're not giving you the options, you're giving us the options. You can choose what name will be used to help us select the random seed that will kick off the whole run. So if you want a hand in determining fate, if you want to influence the actual RNG of the game that our runner will be facing, please make sure to help us choose a good name or a terrible name for that seed. Hopefully a good one. Fingers crossed for some good RNG. But again, it's up to you. We're going to use whatever name's winning, so if you want good RNG, you've got to help us make it work. I do want to remind everyone again, this is the last day of the marathon, so if you have not yet gotten your event t-shirt from the Yeti, please consider taking a look. The Yeti creates amazing merch and apparel for video game culture and is the official merch supporter of Games Done Quick events since 2011. For this event, they have 2 different t-shirt options available, 2 of them, and an event pin. And every t-shirt that's purchased will donate $5 towards Malala Fund, and for every pin, they're donating $4. So by buying really cool t-shirts and pins and merchandise, you're not only getting to represent this amazing event, but you're helping support our cause. You're helping support Malala Fund and helping everyone here make a difference. Speaking of supporting a good cause, we have so many donations coming in. I want to call out a couple more no comments. We have $25 from Tuckles. Thank you so much. $150